May Apollo keep you safe. Feeling all right? That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo's...
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step. Can't talk long, got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions, the 6th, the one they call Ironclads. Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either. None of your business. Introiti ipsum commensula. If we have to. If I did, do you think we'd be having... I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong, while we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it. Of course I am. Whatever.
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. It was a good life for a while, until but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was... My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber. I remember diving into the river and then... Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing. If that's your idea... I know what... Be careful who you trust.
May Apollo keep you safe.
A fellow traveler from a faraway. Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail? Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps? That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning... I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I vote... Nothing comes to my mind, my friend. Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the... When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not... Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, regrettably, I think, for even if 99% of us, sadly, no matter how well we... The voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, for all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent... My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum. A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be... I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and, drowning in coin, I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself... This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems that I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am. You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the... I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of Oh, And there is another. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at. I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best. Anything you like. Shh. I must ask you to stop that at once. Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh, then I suppose... Aha, you are witty. Of course, the first question any of us ask, and scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out. They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend. Hello again, my Sartorian. Shh. Have you not? Oh. But as they say, if the wind... See, the shaft is quite... I admire your enthusiasm. There was an attempt. So... I hope that...
Salve. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacia. Malleolus. I mean, Centius couldn't even keep his... Certainly. Very well.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Orpheus. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him. Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire. I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord, that poor lamb. I'll have to let everyone know what happened, and I'd better... Isn't this temple imposed?
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you think...
Please.
I'm sorry, but...
Please, I'll help him.
Let me... Don't you think I know that? And it's not selfish to demand someone keeps suffering like I am. For your own sake, I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what? Help him.
That... Don't you... You're just saying that to buy time. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I hope you're taking care of yourself.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
That's the...
Please.
That... Don't you think... You don't know anything about me. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't... That was not your fault. Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malia and I... All right, well...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing?
Why do you...
Help. Thank you. And please, shoot.
If you're trying to make it easier for me to... Let me guess. You're going... You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for? You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess and I'd best pray for poor...
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected to your magistrate. Magistrate, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to elect your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you. And now, I... Solemn promise to you, good citizens, under my leadership, you will finally... enjoy the freedom you deserve. Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens, under my leadership, you will find no more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. Yes, remember my first act as magistrate, I thereby... Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me? I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today. I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny. By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule, it's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie? The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real? Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already. What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer. I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish. Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down. True, but that is simply because you are mistaken. You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants? I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it. I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time? There's a key just beside it. Still here.
You're not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much. I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I am receiving strange men in private. Preferably the way you came in. I think it's about to be... Finally! This is outrageous. Why are you... Fine.
You again? What? I'm...
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask? You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination. I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed. All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend. That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself, but in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being, but if it's any by using whatever gifts the gods gave you. I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade... Certainly. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly... We asked for blessings, for good health, but here, it seems... I find myself reminded of an especially Would you like to... Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic, realizing only a select few possess such powers. Says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine. And the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves. A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose. I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me See you again soon, I hope. my. I take it. I suppose. Usually, however, you. The proper approach would. And then you would find a. But to be honest, let's do it your way. You really don't know? You are. I am one of the priestesses, charged with keeping the sacred. Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman. You know, I'm not entirely sure. Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you? Is that? The meme. So, a bit like it. So your people make hieroglyphics? I apologize. I don't mean to be. Have you spoken with any of the others? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns. Good. Thank you. But please, I just don't want to see what happened. You have? Then what is it? Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a... What else? There are definitely some common threads that keep asking people how they wound up here. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and it... And did you notice anything? It might... Why do you... As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. As you wish. Certain. Come back to me.
What now? Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even... Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me. Why? You want to see me fight? Her name's When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? I think it's gone on long enough. He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Because if I tell you, and it gets out, we've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem. What?
Are they? We're finally alone. I assume a curious name to match a... Something about your demeanor gives me the urge to caution you against... Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to a secret city built deep in the mountains. In good time. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, and in all that time, not a single sin has been... Nor could I, until I came here. But the reason for this, if even one person... You see, the builders of this place, from what we can gather, breaking the law here, and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun... All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule. Why else would... Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is a... I know that's a lot to take in, and you look... You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina. It said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person... 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? I have imagined it. Our downfall, 1,000. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, in this case, the sacrifice is rather more I don't suppose you saw any I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you? Well, thank you for your Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless of... Do you ever stare at what's needed here is a fresh pet? Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness. If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never... Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense? An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and we must honor the people. It is only by offering... Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civil... Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. We have comprehensive laws protecting... All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their... When our people are starving, they are given food rations. And when they are wronged, our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have... Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. Well, right now, you're alone. I have made... Unfortunately, there are still those... I would be... You mean you couldn't speak Latin before you arrived? But the gods are... Perhaps when Proserpina brought you here... Indeed. Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule? Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Thank you, and good luck. Our lives are in your hands.
citizen. Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation? You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the... Perhaps you're not aware he was... Look, I can see where you're going with this. It was not so long ago, during the Republic. The law... Here, we see to it that he has food, a privilege that would be taken away. The man has no self-discipline. I will not jeopardize the lives of... Ask them. Good. Of course. What is it? Yes? Why then did you say it looks... Are they?
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want? I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that? Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive Now, remind me. What? You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch? Oh, I'd say it to their faces if they had the courage to show themselves. Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to... No response. I'm telling you, this mysterious... Either that, or, like people are saying, it really... I suppose... I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been... What are you doing? Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no... I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance. Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my... Do I need to... Do I need to... Do I...
Citizen.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Contrary little cap at murder. Nobody's told you about Hannibal? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk. One day, a few weeks back, he said he could hear spirits wailing. Anyway, a few days later he goes back in. An hour's go. So I go down after him, and it's dark. And hunched over him was something that made a creature. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there. Without a weapon? Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming for you. What now? The name. What? You want? What?
Are they? Are they? Let's do it. But what? It's what? Come back.
May Apollo keep you safe.
That lamp! Never have I seen its equal.
I've never seen a lamp like that before. Remarkable. Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to our little community. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. My vote isn't for sale. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my... Hey, nothing... Sorry, that was me. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, I saw enough friends, so I hid who I was for... What was it? But that kind of fear, needless to smile up. Nice of you, in any case, or at least it's not just... The strange thing is, I've never really been interested in any of the... If I had to guess... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and if there are any of them here, all I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually... Really? Who is it? You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it? I would talk to him myself, but I think that would... Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. Help out with repairs and... But you probably don't want to... You mean the Great Temple, given the way it's positioned so prominently? Unfortunately, you see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular... There's an obelisk out the front, and of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible? Unless somebody... Oh, I'm glad you asked. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The old... I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans who first started building, or it could mean that who really built this place. If only there was a way... Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about the they're an ingenious. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it, and the rest, is funneled to the shrine of. Hey, not so loud. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find. Of course. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask. There are much worse places to live, but once you get used to the fear. Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Mago. They weren't nearly as. Some people say it's divine. I mean, once you've been here long, which means one of two, and I'm pretty good. Then the first is. Good question. It's best if I say no more, but nice to talk to you.